I had my best sale day of like 150 sales, sold out of the stock within a month. And I had a month where I profited about $22,000.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the Ecom Freedom YouTube channel. Today I'm here with Blade, who is one of the most successful students that we've had here at Ecom Freedom in some time now. Welcome, Blade. Where are you joining us from tonight?
I'm in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh.
Okay,
I started my Amazon business in America like 4 years ago, but right now I'm just like traveling around the world, reaping the rewards from what I created.
Can you tell us your story? What got you involved in e-commerce?
Basically, I needed to start a business. I realized I didn't want to work this 9 to 5 lifestyle all the time. It kind of found me. I was at home. I'd like recently got fired from a debt management counseling job, or like everybody got fired because no one could make a sale. And I'm like laying in my bed and I'm like, I got to do something. And then I think it was an advertisement or something on YouTube on Amazon FBA. I kind of looked into it a little more and something came along. I came across Dan's video and he showed me the Jungle Scout software on some YouTube video he made. Something clicked when I realized like, oh, you can have the data. Like, why did college or school or anybody tell me like, look, we see how much each product's selling? I just kind of like went on a rabbit hole, started watching all the YouTube videos on Amazon FBA, and I appreciated Dan. I could somehow like relate to him or something. And I emailed him just to make sure he was legit. He messaged me back just saying like that I can do it if I like put my full mind and focus on creating this business. So I took the course and continued to get education from outside the course too. But the course it's nice how it's all like in order of how you go about creating the product. But it was like a month or two trying to do product research. And I'm in my bedroom again. And I'm looking around and I'm like, this is tough to figure out what to sell. And I looked on the ground and I had a doorway pull-up bar. You know what those things are? You like lodge them in your doorway. I'm like, well, let me look these up. And I looked it up. And there was a few of them that were selling like hundreds a day. And it was just a bunch of different variations. And I was into fitness. And I knew this is like a product that was selling. But I'm like, why would someone buy mine if there's all these listings? Like,
exactly.
What I also realized through doing like data analysis of other fitness products, there was a jump rope and a hand grip strengthener. And these two things were selling even more than the pull-up bar. So I figured, what about if I put these 3 products in a package together? So I found a manufacturer that can make those. I designed a box. I looked at an Apple laptop pack box. And I'm like, hey, make me a box for these 3 things that kind of designed like Apple's just sleek, like white. I use blue because blue was like the color of like loyalty. I don't sell this product anymore. It's kind of saturated market, so I wouldn't recommend it. But at the time, it was really good. I had like $2,300 or something. Like emptied it all out, sent it to some manufacturer in China, gave them the box design. I'm like, okay, hopefully this works. 2 months later, whatever, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my phone, and all of a sudden I had 1 sale, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And it started picking up a little bit, selling 3 or 4 a day. Sold out. So I gathered all my money again. I ordered 900 units, got it in stock, and it's ended up selling out even faster. So then I'm like, okay, I got to keep gathering money. I was working hard at a restaurant at the time, like a bartender, server type of thing. And I ordered 2,000 units. Gets into Amazon and it's selling too slow. Amazon's kind of getting upset with me. It's hurting like my inventory store or whatever, and they're kind of getting upset. All of a sudden COVID happened and the government shut down all the gyms like in America for a couple of weeks or whatever, which I thought was ridiculous, but because you got to take care of your health. But hey, it turned out to be good for me. So I had like 1,500 in-home gym sets, and all of a sudden I woke up and I sold like 15 a day, and I knew it was going to run out of stock quick, so I was able to raise my price like kind of higher than I should have, just like kind of respect the people. But I was like the only person in America that had in-home gym equipment at the time. I sold out of stock. I had my best sale day of like 150 sales, sold out of the stock within a month, and I had a month where I profited about $22,000. So then I took that $22,000 and I divided it into 4. So I put 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. And I launched 4 other products. 3 of them didn't work. One of them is a product now I'm still selling today. that is expanded into, it's got 4 variations now in different colors. It's grossing, this particular company is grossing like almost 600K a year, like $500,000 a year.
Holy cow.
And the profit is between 30 and 40% profit. So yeah, like this year, I'll probably do around 200,000 profit. And it's crazy how quickly, like this year, I'll have to pay more in taxes than I literally made last year. It's crazy how quickly the ball just like started rolling like that. But yeah, so now I'm just maintaining that business, growing it, and I've created another successful company that I'm currently out of stock now, but now I have a bunch of inventory for that coming in.
Right.
And then I'm working on a third one now that's, I think, is even going to be bigger.
That's super cool, Blade. Are you creating these new companies or brands? Are you creating them under your original Seller Central account, or are you opening up new Seller Central accounts?
I always debate opening up other LLCs, but okay, just to like mitigate risk and everything, but I haven't yet. How I've been doing it is I have like a store that's like a general store,
right?
Almost like a Walmart or a Target or something. And then I have a couple products that are branded underneath that general store. Yeah. What I do is I make a new brand name, trademark it, and then that new product and brand name is sold underneath my general store. Just have like a bunch of different brands. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sold underneath that particular name. And it just makes it so every time I start a product, I don't have to go through the LLC and changing up everything. And it actually organizes quite well because it's just makes it more efficient.
Talk about some pros and cons to having your own business entails.
So once you make it, there's a lot of pros. It's mainly like I would never go back to a 9-to-5. It's just, it would be too stressful, and you just feel like, I guess the cons would be like a lot of times you have to put in a lot of work, and you have to like create new things. But that's also kind of the rewarding part of it. Yeah. It's like even once I'm like completely financial free and I no longer have to create these businesses anymore, I'll continue doing it just because that's that's my escape. That's like my joy in life.
I definitely find like the freedom that you get to work when you want, do as much work you want when you want to do it. However, one of the cons is that you always got to be turned on in some regard, because you never know when something's going to come up with the business, because it happens all the time. Some difficulties with suppliers, some customers that aren't happy, or some customers that are happy, and you kind of just want to reach back out to them. I wouldn't say it's a pro or a con. It's the business, but it's just a unique kind of aspect.
I feel like your mind kind of like gets used to it.
Yeah,
and it's no longer stressful when like customer got a broken product, and I could sit there and just be like, I'm hurt about it. They're emailing me, like, feel bad about it. But no, you got to try to take a negative and turn it into a positive. So what do? I get her a new product, and then I tell her to, if she leaves a review, I'll refund her. Now you got a happy customer. You gave someone something for free, and your business is doing better because now you have a good review.
It's all about keeping the customers happy. What's your plans for e-commerce? Do you have somewhere that you want to take your brand? You want to like grow it up to a certain point and kind of sell it off and then just rinse and repeat, or what's your big plan here?
A lot of people have been talking about selling their businesses and stuff, and like I should aim to sell in the end, but I just like the cash flow. Like I could sell it for $1 million, whatever I sell it for, but then I don't have that income coming in. I don't really, I got to start over from scratch. So like selling could be a possibility, but I just kind of enjoy building new things and continuing to expand the brand or make new brands.
People ask me that sometimes, like aggregators, like probably start reaching out to you in the next year or so because, you're doing very well now. And they're like, yo, will you sell your brand? I'm like, no. Like, the cash flow is super sick. B, I'm not to where I want to grow it. And like, C, like we're pretty young right now. So it wouldn't make any sense to do that, in my opinion, at that point.
I would consider buying people's businesses. Go through and see maybe bad reviews or just find products that are selling well, get their information. Maybe they're doing PPC wrong, or maybe you see a way you can advertise it better, or maybe it's just something like you could reduce their packaging size or something like that, something they missed.
Obviously, like this last year for you has been huge for growth. Would you say you're gonna try to, double in sales next year? Like what's your plan? Because you're really onto something now. Like the cash flow coming in, it's opened up so much more opportunity. Like you're talking about all these different types of products you're gonna bring to the market. I'd say like you're gonna do a very big growth period now in the next few years.
I think I can double it or triple it. I think the next two products that I have coming, they potentially could do like $1 million profit a year, maybe even more, especially once I branch off of Amazon, branch like on a Shopify and start getting into some other countries over in Europe. It's just the market's so huge with these next few products that I think it's going to be great.
So are you designing these products yourself, or are these products that are already sold in e-commerce?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's like you just come in and you change the color, add something to it. Like what I did with the pull-up bar, I added another product in with it. So I do little things like that. But I've probably launched like 15 products, and you got to change it. You got like 4 or 5 of them worked out of the 15, and I know you got to add something. You got to bring value to the market. If you're just going to do the same thing as everyone else is doing, what's the point? You're not like, you need creating a purpose basically. I kind of look at it as like I'm here to get a product that's not currently on earth to people, or adjust the product to make sure it's better. You got to beat the competition.
For anybody new getting into e-commerce, what's some advice that you would give them?
Well, you're gonna have to fail, and you're gonna have to fail and be okay with failure, and just learn from the failure and keep trying. Like you're gonna have so many headaches and so many setbacks, but as long as you keep going, it's gonna work eventually. As long as you learn a little bit each time, adjust a little bit. What's something I read? It was like, try to fail gracefully. Try to fail as quick as possible and gracefully, so you don't lose too much, and learn from it. And if you just keep doing that, it's like statistically, it's gonna work eventually.
Yeah, I agree, man. You gotta be able to take a punch in this industry. Do you have plans to get on any other sales channels besides Amazon the next year? And if so, which ones?
Yes, Shopify, of course, but mainly like get locked in Amazon. And then once I am able to maintain my stock there, then start to grow Shopify, like the Instagram brand thing and all that. But I'm working on a company. It's like a legal company. Basically, I'll be using like WordPress and working with developers to create this whole other thing outside of Shopify and Amazon. And this company, like, if I would have tried to think about making it like 2 or 3 years ago, my mind would have just been like, no, I can't. There's no way. Like, how am I supposed to do that? But as I've been creating all these products and seeing success and stuff, like my mind altered to like where it's like, okay, I might not know how to do that, but what I do know how to do is find the person that can do that. Yeah. So it made like my entrepreneurial dreams or whatever, like kind of limitless.
All right, guys. That was Blade. Thanks so much for coming on, Blade. As you can see, Blade's had a fantastic experience when it comes to e-commerce. He's hitting the nail on the head. He's doing it, and he's doing it right. Has lots in store in the next few years, and we hope to get Blade back for another interview, maybe in a year or 2. With that, thanks so much, guys, for coming on the video today. It really helps out the channel if you like and subscribe. Feel free to check out the 7-day free trial that we offer for Amazon FBA in the link to this video. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks.